We were in Charlottesville about a year ago, and I'll let you kind of tell the story, but a lot has happened in Carletta's life in the last year, and so I think there's a lot of value you can take in listening to her story and how you can apply it to your business. So why don't you just take us back to a year ago. What was your mindset? Where were you? And then kind of what happened then, and then take us to the next 12 months.
I came back to Chauncey's event last June, and I was very at the end of my rope, depressed to the feeling to like I'm just going back with one secretary, I'll do all the work kind of thing. I would train people, they would stay with me about a year, and then in the middle of tax season they would leave. And so I was just getting frustrated with all of that. I'm in a small town, so I was like, I can't find good quality employees. So I was just thinking I have no choice but going backwards. And then after coming here and going through Chauncey's event and all the ideals you get, and from all the different people that were here, Michael Rosbrook, Nate Haggerty, and all of that, and I just felt like a rebirth, I know that's corny, but just a way of like, oh, I'm so excited again about my business. I knew at that point that I could do things. I couldn't do it alone. I was going to need help from a coach and from other people. And a problem of mine that I'm working on, I still have, but I'm working on it, is the control issues, thinking that everything in my office had to be done by me, reviewed by me, or at some point it didn't go out the door. That was my saying. I told my clients, it doesn't go out the door without me looking at it. So I had to change that whole mindset. Yes, I have stopped saying that. And actually, after I left here, 2 months after I left here in August, I was able to hire a tax manager. Kind of scary for me because, it costs money. I'm kind of tight. But it has paid off in so many ways because I'm looking at much less tax returns than I looked at before. Of course, I'm still looking at some of them. I'm getting better. But a lot of work, I quit being such the bottleneck and the control freak. And our business went up this tax season. We rose our prices on tax prep about 30%, and our fees that we collected just during tax season, not counting the fees of all the people that are on extension, has already hit $70,000 more than they did in the prior year.
Give her a hand for that,
And we're looking at right now expanding and focusing a lot on the tax resolution part of the business, going to a larger city to promote that. We have had some success with that in my smaller city, but in our parish, we don't even have a bankruptcy attorney. So we're having to go outside to other parishes to get bankruptcy attorneys, and a lot of times they don't send them to our small little town out of their big cities. So I'm excited. We're going to be in the largest city in Louisiana with another office, in an office with bankruptcy attorneys. So I'm so excited because they're already talking about they have clients to give us already. So
that's good. So let's talk about you. One of the things that I just see such a dramatic change in this woman, because a year ago she was weeping on the side of the room and didn't have any hope, and she was upset and she didn't see how this could happen. And just within, I've seen such a shift and a change in somebody's life. It's like a night and day person. So talk about, because there's a lot of people that may feel hopeless, they may feel, how's this going to happen? And I think you felt the same way.
Oh, I certainly did. And at that point I knew, because like I've told a lot of people, I started coming to your events back in 2005, and then I went off and thought I could do it on my own. Well, by the time I came last year, I'm like, I can't do it on my own. I need someone to hold me accountable. And that is one of the main things that's pushed me forward, is just having you there to hold me accountable. I know I'm going to be talking to Chauncey, and I better have done this stuff we talked about. And so it's helped me get to where I am and where I'm going, and it's just exciting.
Good. So what would you say to anybody that's in this room that, fast forward, like just like you were a year ago, what would you say to anybody in this room that has a similar situation? Like, give how many clients, like how big is your business, and just some of the basics. So there's probably some people that have similar.
I have approximately, our number of tax clients, not only did increase our prices, but the number of tax clients increased by about 100. So we're up to about 500 clients. It had kind of started dropping off when I was having some problems and everything. So we're back to about 500 tax clients. We do a little bit of bookkeeping, but I'm like, I'm not seeing the profit in the bookkeeping side of it. So I want to focus more on the tax resolution and the tax preparation, and mainly those areas, where the larger money and people appreciate it more. And
so any advice for anybody in the room right now?
I would just look at your business and see what you want to focus on, what's going to make you happy, what's going to get you to the end of the day where you want to be. And don't be afraid to spend the money to get there. That was one of my biggest things. Don't be afraid to spend the money, because you're going to get it back tenfold if you go home and do it. You have to go do it. You have to put work into it. You just can't buy it and it's there. You have to do the work.
And she does the work. I mean, that's good. I mean, I love working with clients that we talk and then she executes and we talk again 2 weeks later, and that's a great client to have. So you guys give Carletta a big hand.